George Soros has distributed $5 million towards halting Judge Brett Kavanaugh's affirmation, as per monetary filings. The gathering behind the endeavor to stop Kavanauh is Demand Justice, DJ, an association kept running by the not-for-profit 1630 Fund, which is subsidized by Soros Open Society Policy Center, OSPC. DailyCaller.com reports, the fund is to a great extent financed by a bunch of givers. Money-related articulations documented with state oversight authorities in 2014 show only 3 givers represented 70%, or some $11.5 million, of the fund's aggregate gifts and give income. Divulgence frames recorded with a similar organization in 2016 present comparative certainties. Less than 5 givers gave $13.3 million to the fund, speaking to 63% of their gifts. One of those givers is the OSPC. The center's tax documents demonstrate the Soros Amos gave a huge number of dollars to the fund every year, somewhere in the range of 2012 and 2016, the most recent year in which records are openly available. The center gave the fund $350,000 in 2012, $772,000 in 2013, $125,000 in 2014, $550,000 in 2015, and $481,483 in 2016. OSPC is for all intents and purposes unclear from the Open Society Foundation's, OSF, Soros Magnanimous and Concede Giving System. OSPC has no representatives of its own, as per the center's 2016 tax documents. Or maybe, Foundation's representatives are made up for any work improved the situation. The center said pay is controlled by the OSF, and archived in OSF's interior records. OSPC has no representatives, the frame peruses. Workers of Open Society, Foundations, a related Area 501c, 3, charge-absolved association, perform administrations for OSPC. OSPC progresses assets to Open Society, Foundations, for their administrations in view of the time they spend on OSPC matters. Their pay is dictated by Open Society, Foundations, and depends on advertise equivalence information and is archived in Open Society, Foundations, records. A new shadow group. Request Justice was framed in the spring of 2018 as the dynamic partner to a heavenly body of moderate backing bunches which promote and arrange around legal affirmations. Republicans have altogether outpaced Democrats in this space as of late, given preservationist voters' managed enthusiasm for the government courts. Official executive Brian Fallon revealed to the New York Times that DJ wants to sharpen general population progressives to think about the courts as a scene for their activism and an approach to propel the dynamic motivation. Its positions are staffed by alums of the Obama organization and previous Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential crusade. Fallon, the previous Clinton battle squeeze secretary, fills in as official executive and long-lasting Obama assistant Christopher King is boss insight. Other Clinton veterans required with the gathering incorporate Gabrielle McCaffrey and Diana Bowen, as indicated by LinkedIn. The fund fills in as Demand Justice's financial support. In that capacity, DJ does not need to present its own expense forms or uncover its supporters. The fund enrolled the exchange name Request Justice with the Washington, D.C. Division of Consumer and Regulatory Undertakings on May 2. The National Council of Nonprofits says that monetary supporters give guardian oversight, budgetary administration, and other regulatory administrations for its wards, similar to Demand Justice. In that capacity, numerous gifts or gifts DJ gets are granted by method for the fund. The two associations are based out of a similar Washington, D.C., address. Supporters can likewise provide for DJ through Act Blue Civics, a noteworthy gathering pledges stage for left-wing causes. Given this structure, it is hard to know how much cash singular contributors like Soros have diverted to Demand Justice. The designation of Judge Brett Kavanaugh to the U.S. preeminent court displays the primary huge political clash since DJ was established in the spring of 2018. The outfit pledged to put $5 million behind a multi-stage exertion to stop Kavanaugh's affirmation. The battle will include TV spots advancing troubled Democratic Senate officeholders in West Virginia, Indiana, and North Dakota, who confront aggressive Republican challengers this November. They will likewise run advertisements in Maine and Alaska, encouraging GOP Senators Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski to restrict the selection. Collins and Murkowski are master decision moderates who host Broken with their get-together on Obamacare annulment and government subsidizing for Planned Parenthood. The spots encourage the legislators to secure fetus removal access by withholding support for candidates who restrict the 1973 Roe v. Swim choice.